Welcome back. In the first video, I talked about being open to learning. As promised, now I want to share a simple story. 3 months after I arrived in the UK, I went to see my first theatre play. And as I stood in the building, I noticed something. People were coming into theatre from the cold outside. They were wearing many different kind of beautiful hats. That moment stayed with me. I did not just suddenly have a full business plan. I just noticed something real. I asked myself, why do people need these hats? What do they care about when they buy a hat? If I could just find out what they want, could I use this insight to start a business in the UK? The answer, yes. That is how my current business started. I spent many months preparing and working on a business plan. But to tell you the truth, before my success, I had a failure. I had invested in another business idea too quickly. I realized I did not prepare enough. With my second idea, I slowed down. I spent time learning about the market. I trained by joining many workshops and training sessions, just like you all do today. I worked alongside a job. Every week, evening after work, I would join a session to learn about business in the UK. Normally, from a cafe, I would join the sessions. It took almost 2 years of learning about every aspect of a small business. And then at the end, I was ready and had a great start. Building a strong foundation is the key. That is important to say. Starting a business does not need to be rushed. Now, I want to help you do something very simple. This activity is not about choosing your final business idea. It is about thinking clearly. Here's your first step. Write down all the skills you have. This can be anything you know. Anything you know how to do really well. For example, cooking, repairing, organizing, selling, talking to people, or designing. It can be skills you learned at home, at work, or any other part of life. Here is the second step. Write down different business ideas that you could start in the UK. This can be your wildest ideas for products and services you could sell or projects that you could start. Do not worry if these ideas do not sound realistic now. Just write them down. And now the third step. Circle 1 or 2 ideas that are most interesting to you. Not because they will work immediately, but because you feel curious about them. Now ask yourself, what experience and skills do I already have that could help me make these ideas real? What new skills would I need to learn? You do not need all the answers today. This activity is about the first steps and gives you first ideas to explore. Your ideas can change later on. That's normal. One step after another. When I started in the UK, I talked a lot about my idea with other people who knew the UK economy well. Friends, mentors, specialists from TERN, and some other support organizations. They gave me feedback and asked me very important questions. And that helped me adopt my idea instead of forcing it. You can do the same. Your trainers will guide you through this activity now. You can use the activity handout to take notes, like I have done. I've utilized my skills of sales, marketing, research, and I brought them into hat business, something I never thought I would do. Good luck.